everybody, it's Alan Lepofsky here, and I'm with this Microsoft Surface Studio 2 device, this large touchscreen device capable of folding down to be sort of an artist-like tablet that you can draw on. And the reason I'm taking a look at this device, and Microsoft sent me this unit for review, is as you know, I believe creativity is one of the key attributes that employees need in the future of work. I think people need to be able to create more compelling content, more interesting content, more interactive content. And what does that mean for new input devices? Voice, touch, inking, pen computing, augmented reality, animation, 3D, all of those things. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at how does a device like this enable people to create that more compelling content. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start down here in the bottom left corner, and I'm going to start using voice. Open PowerPoint.
Sure
what this
thing.
does,
Starting PowerPoint.
Cortana helps find the application for me without me even needing to know where it is. So I get access to recent files and things like that, but I'm going to start with a blank presentation. I'm going to change the layout of this. Let's do title and content. And let's say I want to create a presentation about travel. So let's come up here. We're going to double tap. Brings up this on-screen keyboard here. I don't even have to use the old keyboard, which is fine. So I'm just going to do travel. And what things do I need for travel? Let's do flights, hotel, and car. Okay, so pretty standard so far. I've created just the most basic presentation you can imagine. Well, notice over here on the right-hand side, PowerPoint's already suggested for me some better looking layouts, some ways to make this look a little bit nicer. Well, let me go and do adding an image, for example. I'm going to say online picture. Now you could take thousands of pictures of your own. There's some built-in Creative Commons pictures that you can do in here and a whole bunch of categories and things. I'm going to choose what's a nice looking one. Vacation. I'm going to choose this image and I'm going to say insert. And it's going to add this. And now you're going to start to see that it does some interesting things, like giving me different types of layouts and things that look really nice. Now you notice what's interesting is it actually crops the photo appropriately. It doesn't take that left-hand side of the photo where the person isn't in it. It shows the proper part of the photo. So that's sort of interesting. Okay, but up until now I haven't done anything, majorly new yet. So let's go over and create a new slide. I'm going to create a new blank slide. And on this one, instead of inserting text and images, I'm actually going to insert a 3D model. Now, I talked about how animation and things can make stuff nice. Almost every 3D animation demo you see starts with this Tyrannosaurus Rex, so we're actually going to skip him for a moment, but maybe he'll come back and make an appearance. Let's go back, and you see all these different categories that there's models for. There's millions out there on the web that are available. I'm going to choose travel. Let's choose this airplane. We could do some luggage and things. Here, let's do this globe. We're going to insert these two images. Okay? Again, I've done everything just with touch on this giant touch screen. You see it's going to take a second. It's going to load these models here. And now I'm going to be able to start creating some content that's rather interesting looking. Now, this is based on both the software and the hardware, but oops, let me just grab one of these guys. All right, there we go. I'm going to move the globe over here. Again, it's kind of fun to be doing all of this just by hand, as opposed to the normal creation. I can look at this airplane however I want. Maybe let's move this guy over here. Now let's make the Earth bigger. Okay, pretty neat. Hey, how about let's get Canada in focus, right? Everybody that knows me knows the focus is going to be on Canada. So let's get that over there and move this guy up a little. Now, it's also not just enough to have these 3D images. I can actually create some animations for them. So we can start things like we can make this guy swing back and forth. We can make this one, obviously we want the Earth to sort of spin. That's going to be the best, right? And let's just take a quick look at these. I'm not going to spend time kind of doing more transitions and things, but you can start to see that you can really kind of spruce up some of your presentations and make them do some more interesting things. Now the last thing I'm going to show you, let's go and insert one more new slide. We'll do a blank one, is what if I wanted to use the pen and do some writing? Earlier I entered text like travel and flights and things over here. Well, I actually could just come up here and do travel. Oops, let's see what happens. So I do travel and convert this to text. Travel. There you go. So I could be using my pen. Or I could come down here and say, look, we're going to, let's do draw. We're going to start here, and then we're going to go to, this point over here. Let's say I was just doing some basic drawing. And again, I could convert these things to actual objects. Now, my point being, this is a new way to sort of interact. So, in just a few minutes here, I've done a couple things. Again, I'm pretty new to this device. I'm pretty new to this version and stuff like that. So I just wanted to quickly show some ideas. We've used voice. We've used animation. We've done pen computing and recognition and things like that. Let's do one last thing. Open up Paint 3D.
Sure thing. Starting Paint 3D.
Now it's funny, I remember a time where Paint was the most basic tool on your computer, the most simple piece of software. Now look at it. It's all about 3D animation and things. So let's create this new 3D animation. I am going to add a shape. Let's see, I'm going to grab this person. There we go. Put this person on screen, and you can see you can do all sorts of 3D things. But where it gets really fun is, what if I bring it into the actual real environment? Here we are. This is me. Let's move this down a little bit. Oh, there's the actual camera that's filming this, but here I am. Or let's go to this 3D library, and I promised, we thought this guy was going to make an appearance. Well, here he is. Let's take this big guy. Let's move him around. Okay, here I am. I'm not an artist. I didn't go to film school. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm able to easily start creating some cool animations and augmented reality. All right, this has been Alan Lepofsky giving a quick example of some of the types of things that you can do. Thanks. Bye.